to the Oyakodon Podcast, the only podcast where Kylo Ren and Shadow the Hedgehog kissing is an important topic. I'm joined with a beautiful and talented Cha-Cha, and we have a special guest with us today. The man, the myth, the legend, Jabroni Mike. Please clap.
Hi. I'm a myth and a legend, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
I bet
you
say
don't
that about every
exist.
guest. You say that to every guest, don't you?
Of course, got to get that the buttery on the steak. I don't know.
The buttery on the steak. Welcome to Outback.
Garlic butter goes pretty hard on steak.
It does. It does. So how you doing, Mike?
Good. Thanks for having me on, guys. I hadn't met Cha-Cha before. It's nice to meet you, Cha-Cha.
Good to meet you,
Thank
Mike.
you so much for having me on the old podcast. Appreciate it.
The old podcast.
Yeah. So this is what episode? I think I looked at the playlist, like 5, 6.
Cha-Cha, what number episode is it?
It's a number. I know girl math.
This should be episode 6. If I'm wrong, this would be very embarrassing, but it should be episode 6.
How is girl math different from regular math, or I guess man math?
Oh, right. So, like calculations, I don't know how to do that. Arithmetic, we don't know her. Geometry, I'm not a square. Anything involving like money, oh, that's girl math. If you're like trying to figure out, I don't know, that's basically money.
We don't do
basically
math.
money. Yeah, I don't do math unless
It
money.
sounds like you're describing all math, though. So it's not girl math. That's just like math. It's just all
Arithmetic,
math.
we don't know her. That's all math.
Who is that? Arithmetic? Crazy.
Well, I'm in good company on this couch because I failed all my math classes. I had to repeat.
Really?
I had to repeat like one class twice in high school. When I see numbers, my brain just shuts down.
I feel so
Glass
safe
take
around
over.
you.
Yeah, we're gonna bond on that. We're gonna bond on that. I hate math. I hate it.
I'm not sure.
Good at it. Don't like looking at it. Don't like thinking about it. Numbers just like piss me off. It's like, bro.
Do you hate math too, Cha-Cha?
Unless it has to do with monetary numbers, I'm not good at it. I have doctor deal with it. Are you good at math, Fifi?
Well, here's the thing. I'm either very average or bad at every subject except math.
Really?
Math
Are
and
you
science is like physics.
Are you like an analytics girly? Like, are you like statistics? I don't know.
See, I never did statistics. It looked pretty boring to me. No, in high
did
school, I
stats.
did calculus.
See, I was the opposite. I didn't do calculus, but I did statistics. For me, I don't know. It just seemed easier, and it was. It was a lot easier.
There's a difference between these two things?
Statistics and calculus?
Yeah, I mean,
one is formula based, and like the other is like analysis.
It's like probability.
It sounds like to me you guys are math girlies and nerds. Talking about probabilities and statistics and all this. What are you talking about? It sounds like you guys are in your element right now. I'm sitting here like, nerd.
Well, what subject are you good at, Mike? What was the one subject you were good at?
Right?
Geography. I feel like I know where stuff is on a map. Sometimes.
Okay, is the Earth flat?
Not hungover. I don't think so.
Question.
I don't think so.
Oh, sick! I'm not gonna fall off of Antarctica. Let's go.
Let's go.
You don't want to go there anyway, though. My sister went there. It was this huge like cruise ship that takes you up there, and you see ice. It costs like $10,000.
Find Atlantis.
She saw the outer ice wall, or whatever, with Lemuria on the other side, right? But she, I don't know. She was like, "Look what I did." She showed me the pictures. I was like, "Yep, that's ice. That's fucking ice." Again, I'm like, "You spent $10,000. You could have just opened the fucking freezer." are you doing up there? I don't understand what was it. And she's like, I wanted to be on every continent. I was like, oh, I mean, like, maybe accept that one because there's nothing there.
Right.
But I don't know. It's your life.
There's some
you
people
know,
who
have fun.
live in Antarctica.
I don't think that's true.
No, like I think like a lot of like researchers live in Antarctica.
Oh,
Researchers
scientists.
do.
Yeah, but I think they're like rotate. You know, there's nothing up there. They're not like paying taxes to Santa Claus or anything. You know, unless maybe it's a tax haven. I didn't know.
I don't know. That sounds like a Santa Claus conspiracy if I ever heard one.
Maybe, but I think they rotate. Like they go back to civilization. They maybe spend like 6 months there at a time. I don't think they live there year round.
I wonder,
Where do they? I don't
does anyone own Antarctica? Or is it just
Oh,
like
well,
a piece of
they fight.
ice? They fight.
They have claims to it. Like countries have claims to it.
Of course, they have claims to it.
Yeah, but it looks like a pizza. If you ever see it on a map, it looks exactly like a pizza. It's crazy.
Can you imagine going to war over Antarctica, though?
That would never happen. We go to war for oil, not ice.
That's the thing, though. There might be oil under the ice, but
Oh.
they're not gonna know till it all melts. I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's like probably miles worth of layers of ice. I mean, I could be wrong on that. I kind of just made that up. But I imagine it's a lot of ice.
Probably got to go up there with like flamethrowers and stuff and just start going to work.
Yeah, like a Godzilla-sized flamethrower. Wait. So does that mean we want global warming?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you cause global warming. You just fucking melt Antarctica.
It might be a silver lining of it, maybe, figuring out like what's going on down there and getting to survey it for raw materials and maybe even say like, oh shit, now it's land that we could live on now, because there is land under it. You just don't see it because it's ice. But I have no interest in going to Antarctica personally.
Yeah, you're
Santa
rather
Claus
open.
can keep his secrets.
They say there's pyramids in there though.
Pyramids in Antarctica?
Yeah, pyramids. And
how would that work?
The aliens.
You know, these are the
aliens for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens. I mean, when there's nothing, you can explain aliens.
And the other one is electromagnetism. If it's something weird going down, like in your neighborhood, there's a ghost sleeping in your bed or whatever, and you'd want to be like, oh shit, you know, I'm a science fiction writer and I can't explain like what's causing this. You say it's
aliens.
You can say it's aliens, but like if you want to be a little more esoteric, you could say it's electromagnetism did it.
It's the midichlorians.
Then that's in the body, right? When you get what are they called? Mitochondria?
Oh yeah, the powerhouse of the cell. Let's
go. The powerhouse of the cell.
I was playing this game. I was streaming this evolution game called Planet Earth something. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you play. It's like Spore basically. It's like a Spore ripoff. And Planet Fitness, yeah. It's a no judgment zone. So one of the features is like you evolve your creatures from one-celled organisms. You got to put mitochondria in there. It's funny because the whole chat was like, "It's powerhouse of the cell," and I was like, "Say one other thing about this. Say one other thing about mitochondria. Anything."
That's like the only thing I know about them. That's really the only thing I know about them.
Yeah.
Is that they're the powerhouse of the cell. That's it.
You know, I blame the American education system for being like, yeah, this is the thing we're putting on the test. I mean, I remember this from high school.
Yeah.
It was like, what is mitochondria? And it's multiple choice. And it's like the thing that gives you the force, right? In Star Wars. Or it's like 80s hair metal band. And then the option C was like powerhouse of the cell. And it's like, okay, well, I guess it's C then. So that's of course that's the only thing we know about it because it's the only thing we were taught. Just to repeat ad infinitum, it's the powerhouse of the cell.
I know it's what takes over you in Parasite Eve.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The plot of Parasite Eve is that the mitochondria in your body, they have like a whole like scientists give you an exposition dump on it, and funny enough, it actually makes a lot of like in terms of science fiction makes a lot of sense. they're like, oh yeah, your mitochondria like start taking over your body because
You learn
of how
more
it
about it from
functions.
you learn more about it from this game than you did from high school.
It's
That's
true. I mean, you have to sort like the
obvious.
real from the fiction, but yes.
Yeah.
Is it not like pill shaped, kind of? You know?
It's like a little maze. It's like a little
Little-
purple squiggly thing.
It's
I
a
think.
squig.
We're all
Okay.
just made of
Might be
squigs.
a squig squared.
Squiggles
Meth.
and lines.
So, Cha-Cha, you were
Hmm.
introduced to me by Fei as Fei's mom. Are you like literally her mom, or what's up with that?
So you don't remember that I'm your mom too? Like It-
So you're everybody's mom.
everybody's mom, everybody's virtual mom. Mm-hmm.
She is the
Oh, man.
VTuber mom.
Why don't you call me, Mikey?
Oh,
Don't
I've been
you-
busy.
Don't you miss me?
Honestly, I'm afraid Dad's gonna pick up the phone. That's why. I'm calling.
Oh,
He
I mean
doesn't
that's
wanna see-
understandable.
That's
he doesn't want
valid.
to see
You
the
gotta
doctor.
admit- You gotta admit. But yeah. So if you're everybody's mom, like if I hook up with somebody, is that like my sister?
Well, wait a minute. I mean,
whoa.
wait. It's just one big happy sweet home, Alabama.
Alabama.
I think that there's enough genetic difference out there that I think you're gonna be okay. So
All right. All right. Well, the implications of that are interesting for you.
Have you guys ever done like the ancestry
She's like-
DNA thing or 23andMe?
She's like the She's like the female Genghis Khan. 23andMe.
Zeus has nothing on these numbers.
I've never done 23andMe because I don't know. It's better off I don't know. It's better off I don't know.
Why?
See, my father is from a very rural part of Sicily. Came to the U.S. in the 1970s, and let's just say he's from the Alabama of Italy.
Oh.
Make sense? So I think if you go back like a couple generations, it might be a little. There's small towns where there's not a lot of people, and I'm worried that I'm gonna get some hard explanations for why I am the way I am right now.
You're like,
So
oh
I'd-
great, I'm partially inbred. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect it, but you know what? It's better that I not have a hard confirmation of it.
Your
That's all
family
I'm saying.
tree just looks like a circle.
Yeah, it might be. It's a pizza pie. Hey. No, I'm good on
Game of
that.
Thrones moment. Yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Did you ever do a cha-cha?
Lannisteros.
Mm-hmm. A million years ago, I forget what my results were on it. But I mean, it made sense. Like I had some ancestry from Portugal, and that made absolute sense because my great grandmother was Portuguese, and she came from Portugal. And so she moved to Puerto Rico, where she met my great grandfather, and he was black. And it would make sense that I have like some ancestry from Africa and stuff like that too, because Puerto Rico is a very big melting pot in terms of like just ethnicity. Like you'll get Puerto Ricans that are like black and in between, and then like super white with like red hair. It's wild, and it's because you have like that Portuguese influence too. So I mean, just from everywhere. So Taino, and then like Africa and everything in between. Mhm.
See, this is
That's
like
cool. So this
Go ahead.
that 23andMe is like it's like 15 pages long.
Yeah.
That's cool
It's
though.
extensive. Mm-hmm.
It is interesting stuff. Like jokes aside,
Yeah,
just again personally, I'm better off not knowing.
it can get a little bit weird. So I did the ancestry DNA thing, and you can like contact other people who like match with you, or they can
Oh.
contact you.
Oh, you
And-
hit them up for like child support and stuff, right?
Well, twice now, I've been contacted by somebody on Ancestry DNA being like, hey, I was adopted. I'm trying to find out, like, my family.
And you were in there.
Yeah, they were all, like,
Okay.
second cousins and stuff.
Oh,
So,
they're hitting you up
Wow.
for child
Yeah.
support.
yeah,
Oh my
they're
God.
like, yeah, I was adopted, blah, blah, blah. And it's all, like, areas that, like, my great-grandparents used to live, so... I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, us being second cousins, meaning you have the same great grandparents.
That's
It's
crazy.
really freaky.
Yeah, it's not a phone call you expect to get.
Yeah, and it's also
Um,
like weird because I have to like tell these people, hey, I don't like know anything about my family. Like, I didn't even know my mom had a half sister till like 3 years ago, bro. Like, I can't help you.
Yeah,
Wow.
damn. Just goes to show you, man, we're all one big happy family, like Cha Cha said. Truer words never been spoken.
Surprise! Surprise!
There it is.
Yeah,
All right. Well, damn.
crazy. Tell me more about yourself, Mike. Like, what kind of content do you do?
You want to know about my content?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
why
why
the game
not?
shows
Well,
and stuff.
the word
Mhm.
content is doing a lot of heavy lifting there most of the time. I
It's
guess you
very
could say the game show.
broad.
Well, have you ever come to my streams? Have you ever seen what's going on over there?
Mm-mm.
Listen, I don't. By the way, I'm not asking that in like a how come you never watch my streams? Because I know when you make content, or this is my philosophy on it anyway.
Yeah.
I try to check out all my friends' streams, and I do here and there, but for the most part, it's like when I'm not making content myself, I just sort of want to unplug from it
Mm-hmm.
I am the
and like
same way. I
yeah,
people are really surprised when they're like, "What streams do you watch?" I'm like, "I typically
yeah.
don't watch them because
Mhm.
like I need that like unplug
You
moment
got to be
where I'm like,
outside of the world.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
people don't. But from a viewer perspective, I think they're just like, oh well, this is all just fun and stuff, and it's just fun
No.
watching games, and it's like, why why wouldn't you? But it's like you don't. It's one of those things. I could sit here and try to explain to you forever, but you aren't going to understand this unless you're in it.
Yeah.
You've been in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been doing this 10 years. Like just shut up and take my word for it. Sometimes you have to step away from this world. But like
Yep.
to answer your question, I do a lot of these days, I guess you call it react slop.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
same.
yeah.
I love the slop.
I gotta say, like, and again, after 10 years of doing this and streaming like all kinds of games and trying out making all different kinds of content, it really is my favorite thing to do. Like, I just really enjoy that, like putting on a YouTube video or something and then just sitting there and talking about whatever's going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And just like picking apart that content, and maybe if there's something stupid in it, and the chat will get mad. They'll be like, yo, why did you you paused the video? The video's been paused for 20 minutes, and it's like because I'm talking
Because
about
we're
it. Like, it's
yapping.
just
Yeah, we're yapping.
it's one of the right. Yo, you see the URL. If you want to go watch the video without me, go do it. Like, right?
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of people have seen the video already and they're just like, get through the video. But it's like, okay, but do you want my take on it or do you want to just go watch the video?
I mean, I was under the impression you all were here because you wanted to see me.
Right.
So that's what you're getting. You're getting me. So, and I mean, maybe there's an argument to be made where I yap too much or whatever, but it's like, I'm enjoying myself. Like, if you come to my stream and I'm reacting to, I'm doing like you laugh, you lose, which I do maybe like once or twice a month. But that's by the way, what that is, that's reaction content.
Yes.
And you're like, yo, it's been an hour and he only watched 2 videos. Well, yeah, because I'm reacting to it. I'm giving you like, oh, it made me think of something, or it's like those videos are just like jumping off points basically for me to
Yes.
make my own content. That's what we're doing there. So,
Right. Exactly.
and that's the type of stuff I really enjoy making the most, genuinely, like where I don't have to worry about I'm playing a video game and I'm bad at it, or the game is boring and people are bitching about it, or like the game's distracting me. Like maybe I have things I want to talk about, but I can't because I have a hard time multitasking, like playing a game and talking about something.
Yeah.
So For me, I've found after again years of experimentation that I'm most at home in that sort of content. Like not really like gaming I will do, especially if a game looks really interesting to me and it looks fun and there's something about it that like I really want to check out, or I think my audience will really enjoy something about that game, then like that's one thing. But it's not like where I feel the most comfy and like
Playing
they're
games is
not having
hard,
the most
actually.
fun there. What's up?
I was saying, like, playing video games for content is hard, actually. Like, it's not as simple as, like, yeah, you play video game, you make money. Like, it's not that simple. You have to also be entertaining, and, like, if you get distracted
Yes.
by chat or whatever, then you, like, forget what was said in a cutscene, or, you know, 'cause next thing you know, you don't really know what you're doing. You're distracted, and it's like, oh, you missed that chest back there. I'm like, well, I'm trying to multitask here.
No, exactly, because you're trying to keep the children entertained
Right,
and
right.
see what they're saying to make sure that, they're not
gotta-
hitting each other in chat. And then,
gotta-
you're also doing the dishes. So, like, I don't.
You're
Said
jingling
that in such a
keys
mom way.
with one hand, and you're jingling keys with one hand, and then you have a controller in the other hand, and you
Yeah.
need both hands for the controller. Right.
Yeah. And sometimes you're using your feet too. You're using those toes to jingle the keys.
Why?
The
feet-
toes?
Yeah. Have you never, like, used, like, your monkey grip to, like, jingle
Oh,
jangle? Like,
man. Oh shit.
Toes brain activated.
Well, there's the real there's the real multitasking right there. But yeah, so the reaction content, I enjoy it. You know, I feel like again, the talking and playing a video game is a muscle you got to train. Some people are definitely better at it than others. You got to like, it's a skill. Some people are really good at it. I'm not. I've come to accept this. But the other thing obviously is the game show, which is fun.
What do you do for your game
Pretty
shows?
different. What do we do for them?
Yeah. For our listeners, what do you do for your game shows?
yeah.
It's so we it's called That's My Streamer, and we have 3 streamers come on as the contestants. And the conceit of it is it's like testing your skill as a streamer, but it's bullshit, obviously. It's just a pretext to make them do a bunch of dumb shit. So we start with some trivia usually to kind of warm it up, and then we do we usually will have a segment that's like a classic game show, like we have a wheel for Wheel of Fortune, and we have like a board with like a hangman puzzle, and then we have I think the best one by far, or the one that's gone the best, I think, for people is the Family Feud segment. That one's fun. I really enjoy that one because I do like a little like Louis Anderson cosplay, basically. Not cosplay, but impression. You know, show me potato salad. I really get into that for some reason. And it activates some monkey brain shit in me. And then we have like an improv bit where we just sort of think like whose line is it anyway type stuff.
Oh, I love
that
Who's Line.
show.
That's a great
Yeah.
show. Yes.
I also love Family Feud.
Yeah, he was wanting you to come on at some point, Fei. But you know what it is right now? We're definitely in the off season because this content is very labor intensive, and I needed I needed the downtime. You know, I mean, you know, you got to write all the segments, and you got to put everything together, and you got to wrangle with the tech, which is a whole other thing. And Fei, and I'm sure Cha, I don't have to tell you how challenging it is sometimes to get collabs together with other streamers.
Yeah.
So then there's that element of it where you got to wrangle the 3 contestants, and you know, it's like it's a lot of stuff to juggle, right?
Yes.
So we're definitely it's gonna come back next year. I think we're done this year, unless there's a couple of things we're waiting to hear word on about whether or not we're going to do another one. But right now, I'm pretty sure it's in the off season. So, but obviously that's pretty different from React content. But you know what it was? I wanted to try something. I wanted to try something different. And a part of me too was like, you know, I as much as I do enjoy doing the React content, I was like, all right, so here it is. You laugh, you lose again. How many times have I done this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could. I was like, what else can I do? You know, like, can we get a little variety in here? Let me try something else. So I conceptualized this game show, right? And that's how that happened. Right? How long could you just do the same thing over and over, right? So
Yeah, I get
yeah.
you.
Plus, I just
And
feel like I'm good at. I feel like I don't know, not perfect, but I enjoy that being a host vibe. It feels good to me
It
most
suits
of the
you.
time. You think it does?
Yeah, I feel like it suits you. Mm-hmm. As
'Cause I'm
long as
wearing
you're
a suit,
having
I
fun
can
with
do
it,
it.
you know what I mean? Like if it's fucking miserable, then
It's really fun for me. Like I get
that's
like
amazing.
if when there's like tech issues and bullshit, I fucking my I lose my temper. But like, when it's going well, it's just fucking awesome. I love it. I feel like I'm in my element. The vibes are,
immaculate.
for me anyway, the vibes are immaculate. I'm just like, yeah, here we go. Sometimes the contestants are like, why are you making me do this? And I'm like, shut up and do it. You know, it's great.
That Italian just came out too. That's funny. That's great.
Shut up and do it. Shut up and do the bit. But yeah,
Speaking of Italians and game shows, have you guys ever
Mm.
seen the British version of Family Feud? This is random.
I have not. No.
was there Italians on it?
So the host of maybe not like the whole thing obviously, but from what I watched in Britain / England was Family Feud. I think it's called something else. I think it's called it's not called Family Feud, I don't think actually. I'm gonna have to look this up, but the host is Italian.
Mm.
And let me just tell you, it's not nearly as entertaining as the American version of the show. I would just have it running in the background because, you know, whenever I go to a hotel, I just have the TV running because it has cable.
Yeah, sure.
And when I would just have Family Feud running on the background, I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine. I also like just turning on like Pointless and stuff. And there was only like one time where I like actually laughed out loud at the British Family Feud, and that was when Italian host with one of the families that are British, and I can't remember like the leader, but one of the ladies was like, I'll make you pasta carbonara. And then the Italian turns to this British lady,
no.
and it's like, you're gonna make me pasta carbonara.
Oh no.
And just walks away.
He said, I'm out. I'm out.
That was the
Italians
funniest
are
shit ever.
scary when it comes to food. No, Italians are, especially the British, right? Have you heard what one of their comfort foods, I guess, is in the UK?
Beans and toast.
Well, no, this is even their Italian food, comfort food. They call it spag bowl.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, okay, so spaghetti bolognese is what it actually is. I'm sure you've all had spaghetti bolognese.
Yes.
But in the UK, they call it spag bowl. I'm gonna make a pot of spag bowl. Put a pot of the old spag bowl on for tonight. My mother's spag bowl is peak, mate. And it's like, bro, you gotta stop calling it that, because that is just a vomit-inducing phrase. Like, no, I don't want to eat something called spag bowl, bro.
Spag bowl. That's not a British accent, but also the show's called Family Fortunes, not Family Feud.
Oh, but it's essentially the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit, but they just renamed it.
Why did they get an Italian guy? Is he like, show me a meat in the fucking kingdom, Steve?
He has more charisma than any British person you could ever get. Except maybe the dude from The Chase.
Hope you don't have any UK listeners out there.
I'm sorry, but the only like 2 good shows from game show television in Britain was The Chase and maybe The Crystal Maze. I do like The Crystal Maze, but...
Did you live there?
No, I've just gone there a few times, and I like to play, like I said, game shows on in the background in my hotel room.
So what are these shows? Crystal Maze, what's that?
So Crystal Maze,
Like Downtown Abbey?
no, it's like you have a bunch of escape rooms, and if you beat the puzzle of an escape room, you get a crystal, and then I don't know, you have to just gather as many crystals as you can, and if you
Reality show.
yeah, so they have like a group of people, the host and the cameras follow them around. You go into, so they pick a person to go into a room, and like they have a whole ass set too. It could be like an Amazon jungle, or it could be anything. And then you go into a room and it's a puzzle, and you have a time limit. And if you beat the puzzle, you get a crystal. If you run out of time, you either have to get out of the room and you get no crystal, or if you don't get out of it in time, you're trapped in that room for the entirety of the game.
I think that's great. I think that's great content, watching people go through escape rooms and being like, why is he stupid?
Oh, some of them are really bad.
Right, that's probably the best part. Right.
Have you done escape rooms, either of you?
Oh, yeah.
I've done a few.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite activities, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They make me feel real stupid, though. I gotta go in there with like smart people, or when I have a bad time.
Same.
And then I can pretend I helped after. That's how it has to go for me. I was there, moral support, right?
I'm not good at escape rooms at all.
Yes. No, I think that they're a lot of fun. Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah,
played?
again, you just gotta go in with the right group.
True. People that are smart, because I'm not smart, and I cannot solve escape rooms myself. I just can't. I'm
Oh,
not good at
that'd be honest.
No,
puzzles.
I
That's
can
why I
do
don't play
that.
puzzle games either.
I
Yo,
love puzzle game.
puzzle games can be all right if you're not streaming them and you're just enjoying them on your own time.
True.
Because streaming puzzle games is pretty much the nightmare experience. Like I don't think I think at this point in my life I'm over, you know, I guess public speaking fright or stage fright or whatever. It's, you know, I've been in bands and shit, and I feel like I'm kind of been numbed to that. But there's something about if I stream a puzzle game, it feels like I'm having that nightmare where I'm naked in front of the class. You know what I'm talking about? Where you're sitting there and you're doing the puzzle and you look at chat, you know, and it's like, bro, you could be like 15 seconds into the puzzle and somebody's like, is he stupid?
What do you mean? Chat is always polite and nice to you, and they always cheer you
Oh,
on and say, "You
man.
got this, Mike."
Is he
Oh,
pretending? How come he didn't solve it yet? Oh my
See,
God, my streamer is a fucking moron.
I love
Like,
puzzle games
dude.
because I'm an absolute dipstick. But the minute I get into like a Nancy Drew puzzle game or something like that, and I start like doing the puzzle and like I figure it out myself, and my chat is always so surprised, like, oh, you do
Oh,
have a brain.
he's not brain dead.
Right.
Here's
And
the
it's
thing.
like,
Gotcha. I've again, as a 10-year veteran, I feel like I've also learned a little bit about the psychology of the average Twitch viewer, right? And
okay.
I think a lot of them are there, especially with puzzle games, because
Right.
they want to feel a sense of like intellectual superiority over others, primarily you. So I
Oh, I
think like
see.
again to sort of like capture the audience more,
Mhm.
you need to throw, like genuinely, like you need to not do well. Like even if you know your gigabrain is going like a million miles a second, you're like, oh my God, I solved this puzzle the second I saw it. Just be like, "Dude, I don't know," and you will watch your chat go fucking crazy. Like the engagement will be insane. People will come in, they'll be like, oh my God, is it somebody stupid that I can have again superiority over and show to everybody else in this chat room how smart I am? Oh my God, let's fucking go. And they come in and it's like they want to feel smarter than you, and they want to show the other chatters how smart they are. So they will just sit in there and, it'll be like, it's great for engagement, right? It's called, there's a word for this. It's a throwing for content. That's where that came from. Because again, people, they don't want to see somebody sit there and blitz through all the puzzles. They want to see an idiot. Maybe, okay, I got
No wonder they want me to play. No wonder they want me to play Elden Ring so bad. Because
because they want to see something you suck at. Yeah. They want to watch you suffer and struggle. Here's what you do next time, because there is a new Nancy Drew game coming out this month. I saw, right?
There is.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I was looking up game releases for September, and there was a Nancy Drew game in there. I was like, I didn't even know they made Nancy Drew games. But anyway,
Are you serious that you didn't know that they made Nancy Drew games?
Yeah. Oh, you were talking like. Hold on, let me look this up right now. Let me find the article.
If it's Secret of the Seven Keys, they already came out with that game.
No,
they did it last year.
Oh, well, it said September 2025. Hold up.
I'm looking it up on Her Interactive right now. That's like, hold on.
Oh, wait. Okay, I had a grandpa moment. It's actually an Agatha Christie game.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
Well, that's even more of a deep cut. I think.
It is. But you should stream that.
Agatha Christie game.
You should stream that. But before you do, huff like a ton of paint. Like before you go live, just do some like whippets and huff some, like just go under the sink and go crazy. So that way when you're streaming it, you're just like extra stupid. By the way, kids at home, do not do that. I'm just kidding.
Murder on the Orient Express. Wait, what game are they coming out with?
It's called Agatha Christie Death on the Nile. Google that.
I love on the
PS5, Nile. Switch, Xbox, PC. Oh wow, PS5 is gonna get like its third game. That's crazy.
The cover looks like a novel. Oh, I'm looking at the novel, not the game. Lol. That was like the cover of the game looks like the cover for a novel.
I mean, it probably should.
Death on the Nile is a 1937 murder mystery novel by Agatha Christie. Got it. I became smarter today.
There it is. I found the Steam page.
When I searched it up, it gave me the novel instead.
Here, I'll link you this. I'll link you the Steam page in our chat. It's coming out on the 25th.
Wow. I
might play that game.
Interesting.
I don't know what game this is. Like, I don't know what kind of game this is, though. I don't know.
Death on the Nile, puzzle, detective.
Oh,
this is screaming Nancy Drew. It looks point and click too.
You're welcome. Turning on.
Thank you. I'm gonna freaking look into it.
Yeah, but again, make sure you just huff all the chemicals before you stream, because you want to be bad at the games. Like, I'm convinced that's the meta. That's the new Twitch meta.
Have you guys ever played Zero Escape? The Nonary games?
Yeah.
You sound so enthusiastic.
How do you think I came to this conclusion about everything I'm saying right now? It was the Nonary games, 9 people, 9 doors, 9 fellas. What is it called? 9 people?
9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
The game went on forever. So I had a Patreon set up at the time, and I was like, if you give me enough money, I'll stream whatever game you want. And there's one dude with a deep wallet gives me like, I don't know, a couple $100, and he's like, play this game, Nonary games, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 whatever. And I'm like, okay. He's like, listen, it's short and you'll have fun. And I was like, all right, it's a puzzle game. And I'm like, well, I already know I don't really like puzzle games because, again, I don't like getting dogpiled by my chat because I didn't figure out a puzzle in 8 seconds. So I boot it up and I'm going through it, and it's 97% dialogue. Like, I know, Feifei, I think you like this game. Can you confirm it's like 97% dialogue?
There definitely is a lot of dialogue, but I would say it's like 80% dialogue.
That's pretty freaking high. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. Am I allowed to curse?
Oh yeah.
You could just bleep. I recommend bleeping them out, editor.
Is this like the YouTube algorithm secrets now?
Yeah, who knows what's going on with that lately? That's a whole other conversation and probably not a fun one, so we don't have to get into that. But like,
this game looks good.
I mean, listen, there were fun parts about it. Like, if I say I played through that whole thing and never had fun, I'm lying. But at the same time, my God, it felt like such a slog. So much of the dialogue, though, was like, I don't know, low key horny, I want to say.
Oh, this is perfect for me.
And
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
So for
Do you
Cha-Cha
remember-
and for listeners, the nonary games, they first came out on the Nintendo DS, and it was a horror game that is all the puzzles are escape rooms.
Right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
While you have the plot going on, and the director of the game, Uchikoshi, really likes to throw in science fiction in there too. So you have a lot of conversations that are very long about science fiction mumbo jumbo that they pretend is actually real in their universe, and that is the explanation for everything.
I think that's what broke me. Like, do you remember the Ice 9 thing? I specifically
Ice
remember
9.
the Ice 9 conversation and it being like mind-numbingly like insane to the point where I was like, what is this? What did you make me play, bro? And he's like, dude, don't worry, it's only another 20 minutes to go. So I play the game for another hour and I'm like, okay, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, and I end the stream. I'll continue this next week. I boot it up again and I proceed to go through like another 4 hours. I'm like, bro, you said 20 minutes last week. And he was like, no, I swear to God, you're almost there. There's like another 20 minutes of game left. And I'm like, end. This goes on for like another 2 months.
What?
Where like the game just never ended.
Which
it never
game?
ended.
Which game?
Nonary games. I couldn't finish it. It felt like I was playing it forever.
Wait, really?
They do a lot of talking about science fiction mumbo jumbo, and I always like say that if you're playing it, you just kind of try to get some enjoyment out of it. You're like, oh, that's like an interesting concept. I don't know. You just do like the normal thing.
Yeah, but Feifei,
yeah.
what about the
Okay.
Funya Rinpa?
Ah,
What?
the Funya Rimpa. No, don't
Yeah,
bring up the
remember
Funya Rimpa.
Remember the Funya Rinpa?
I can't believe I remember the name.
Yeah, I remember that. That's like the main thing that stuck with me through the entire game because I was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, some
But
of them
seriously,
are really stupid. So when I
the
say
Titanic
take
sister ship.
so when I say
So if
take
you-
enjoyment out of it, I mean like make fun of it the whole time.
That sounds like
Dude,
fun.
that's the thing. My playthrough of that game is actually probably one of my best playthroughs of any game I've ever streamed because I was
Huh.
just like getting mad at it the whole time.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think, seemed to really enjoy that.
Okay, so here's what you got to do. You gotta finish the first game, and then skip the second one. Skip Virtue's Last Reward because it is. Some people say it's the best one. I disagree. I think it's the worst one. You will probably have a very bad time, Mike, because you go back. You know, not to be too spoilery, but you go back to plot points. And you
Okay.
read to get different endings. You go back to like checkpoints throughout the story, and you will see the exact same dialogue probably like 100 times just to get all the endings. You have to read through all the same dialogue again. You don't
Yeah, but
really
you
have
can
that
skip
problem in the first game.
You can skip the dialogue if you want, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that this is the most prime experience of the nonary games. You play the first one, you skip the second one entirely, and then you play the third one, and playing the third one without knowing the context of the second one, you don't actually need the context of the second one because it's actually a direct sequel to the first game. It'll make it'll make sense and make no sense at the same time, and it's the funniest game you'll ever play with that setup.
It did have a sense of humor at certain points. I remember that, like the one that I played anyway, it did have some pretty funny moments, I gotta admit.
No, I mean that they'll just say stuff so out of pocket, and like
Yeah,
for
exactly.
example, it's all like a mixed group of people that are trapped, and you have like one American guy, and whenever he talks, they always put an American flag behind him, and you're like, what is this?
Fun.
It's
I don't
great.
think again. I listen. Nonary games, it's good. Like genuinely, it's definitely one of those situations where like I that might not be a Michael game. You know, like that might not just be like the thing
Mhm.
for me. But definitely, it's there's like I said, I did have fun at certain points, but you got to be a certain kind of gotta have a certain brain for the nonary games, right? Certain kind of
Yeah.
person.
I mean, it's fun without knowing the context of the second game. In the third game, you have a character who looks like 20, and he's like, "No, I'm like 150 years old." You're like, "What the fuck? What do you
Help.
mean?"
Help. Help.
It's
I
so
think you'd like
funny.
it, Cha-Cha, especially because you like you like escape rooms. So
I do. I might try it out. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so Mike, moving on
yeah,
from the nonary games. Finally, we did a lot of conversation about content creation and like all the stuff that you think like now, after 10 years of doing content creation. But I want to know what more so what your early creator years were like.
like the first couple years.
Yeah, like your early creator years, because you're like, I got it all figured out. I know what the average Twitch viewer thinks. I can read your mind. But what
Oh,
was it like kind of in the beginning?
yeah, that by the way that's all bullshit. After 10 years, I still
No,
have
it's real.
no idea what I'm doing. I don't know.
Wait, how
No,
long have you
Jenny,
been doing content creation? How long?
yeah, it's about 10 years. Over 10.
Wow.
It's like maybe almost, we're probably coming up on 11 I mark it by Valentine's Day because I remember my first stream in 2015 was on Valentine's Day. So I mark it by every Valentine's Day. I know that it's been another year of this shit. And
Your
back then,
Valentine is the internet.
yeah, kind of, which is unfortunate, but
Happy
but
anniversary.
no, I mean like
Happy
streaming's
anniversary, chat.
it's been good. It's been good to me in a lot of ways, but like yeah, I want to say again for the record, I still don't think I know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. I think a guiding principle for me has been like to just do what I enjoy, I mean, it's gotten me to certain points, but if you're looking for my backstory, kind of sounds like you want my backstory, right? You want my
Yeah, I
Yes,
want your
we
character
absolutely want it.
development.
Give us your lore.
So when I was in my 20s, I was a little bit of a fuck up is the word. I was a little bit aimless. We had a little bit of a we had a kind of a serious failure to launch situation there. And I was getting into some bad shit, because idle hands and all that. It's not
Yeah.
like they were idle. I mean, I was working, obviously, had tons of jobs. I think streaming is probably my dude, I gotta say 20 something job I've had in my life. So I graduated from college in 2008. That was the little crisis there. The economy did a little oopsie poopsie. So
remember
I had a hard time getting a job with my communications degree, which is probably would have had a hard time getting a job anyway, right? But nevertheless, I start doing whatever I can find. I'm a waiter at one point. I remember having a lot of jobs involving delivery, driving. I was tutoring kids. There was like this city program that you got like a certification, took you like a month to get, and then you could go like in-house tutoring for like low income children, which was a nice experience. It was a pretty enriching experience. Like I ended up working with kids a bunch of times. Actually, I was also at a music school. I was teaching little kids drums. And
cute.
generally, I don't. Again, like I had so many jobs, it's like stupid. I don't like love kids. Like, they do kind of annoy me. But I think back on all the jobs I had and like what degree they felt like fulfilling to me, and I always come back to the ones with the kids, like teaching kids and nurturing creativity and learning and stuff. And by the way, before anybody says like, Mike, you're too stupid to teach anybody anything, they were like, we're talking like 8, 10-year-old kids. I'm teaching them like, first grade reading, you know, so it's not like whatever.
Mhm.
Nothing crazy there. I was a referee at a paintball field for a year or two, I think. I worked in a call center. I was a security guard. I was a real estate agent. And this whole time, I'm always thinking to myself, you know, none of this feels like it's a good use of me, you know? And that's without narcissism, by the way. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh my God, I'm so gifted or something. It's not that. It's just saying, like, none of that felt like it was the appropriate application for whatever was going on inside me. Like, I felt like I needed to do something like kind of creative or whatever, but I couldn't. And when I didn't have that outlet, um, and when I had that feeling of like, I'm not living up to what I think my potential is, basically, and that feeling of that, for like 10 years, it just led me down some dark paths. There's a lot of things about myself I didn't like. So I was, you know, messing around with substances and hanging out with some, you know, unsavory folks. And then I had a good friend of mine who I met in college. His name is Vinny. You guys aware of Vine Sauce? Vinny Vine Sauce?
Oh yeah, I know Vine Sauce.
Vine Sauce? Yeah, I met him in college. We were 17, I think. And he's like, or 17, so 18, something like that. And he's like, so I've known this guy since I'm 39. That's how long I've known this guy. Anyway, he's like, which I think clears the longest ongoing association I've had with another person that's not a family member, which is interesting. But he's like he had been streaming since 2011 is when he actually started making content, and he was doing, you know, he was having fun with it, and he was doing kind of well with it. And I'm going to say this is around like it's around 2014, 2015. And he's like, why don't you just give this a try? And it's funny because in the couple of years before I gave it a shot, our friend group was all like ribbing him about it, making fun of him. We're like, you're doing what, man? You're fucking playing video games and like strangers are watching. I don't understand. We didn't even understand what he was doing. We were like, grow up, stop being a nerd. You know, we're just like making fun of him for it, right? And he's like, basically, dude, you need something to do that's not like getting drunk and smoking weed, like snorting pills. So why don't you give this a shot? I think you'll enjoy it. You might be good at it. Just get yourself a decent streaming PC and start it up. You know, so that eventually takes us to 2015 Valentine's Day. I started up. He's like, I'll tell you what, I will give you a host rating. Didn't exist back then. It was called a host. And he's like, I'll send over some of my viewers. And that was like the seed, you know, of see, I talk to a lot of news streamers and they're like, Mike, how do you get out of the, you know, 1 to 5 viewer range? And I'm like, I honestly don't know because I was never in it. Because my friend, like, he boot jacked me or whatever. Is that a word, boot jack? Sounds like it should be a word. He
He
springboarded
elevated
me.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, like, how many people can say on their first stream that they had, like, you know, at least like a couple of hundred people watching them because they got a raid from a huge streamer or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had that. I think my average for a couple of years was probably something like 20 to 50 people, and then, you know,
That
that
was
was
me.
a different era. What was that?
That was me. That was me when I was starting off. But it was different. Like for a year I was using YouTube, and I was using the Shorts live streaming platform basically to try and boost the number of people that came to my like horizontal streams, because back then I
Yeah.
wasn't streaming on Twitch. I was just YouTube exclusive. Um so I was using TikTok, going live on TikTok Shorts,
Mm.
and I went live on YouTube Shorts back when it was brand new. Um, and that's kind of how I had my, but that's how I had like my like 20 to 50 average viewership, and then I was springboarded essentially by Fillion after
Oh,
I started working with her.
oh, cool. She seems cool. I've never met her.
Yeah, she's very
Oh.
cool.
But yeah, TikTok, huh? What was that like? I tried to stream on TikTok once. It was like I was getting banned for things I didn't even understand. Basically gave it up because every time I tried to stream on it, they would shut my stream down and be like, "You broke community guidelines," and I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like I remember one time it was like they took my stream down and the message I got it was saying I was doing harassment. And I'm like, what was that? And I go back and watch the stream, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it looks like I yelled at a chatter. I called the chatter an idiot or something, and then maybe that was it. I don't. If I can't call
I
if I can't
see.
call a chatter an idiot and just take my stream key, I'm done.
Twitch
Right?
just, I'm sorry, not Twitch. TikTok does have
TikTok.
very strict rules.
It's
Like,
It was
very
nuts.
strict.
The other one, the one that so eventually I got this notification. This was the last time I tried, and I was doing the multi-streaming, So I was live on Twitch, and then I get someone in chat's like, "Yo, your TikTok stream got banned," and I go over there, and it says, "Your TikTok live account has been suspended until 2038." I shit you not. And it says, "And here's the reason: sexual content." And I'm like, "Sexual
hey, what
content?"
of
I'm like,
me?
I'm like, bro, this is TikTok. I scroll sometimes, and I just see like
Yep.
straight up lips, and booty. There was one video, there was just breasts out, like not, full. I'm talking like female presenting nipples, just millions of views on it. So I'm like, what could have been so sexual that I get, my stream taken down? I got banned till 2038. And I go, there's a clip of me like pretending to deep throat a Nintendo Wii like Wiimote. I was like, and putting it in my mouth, and it's like a bit. Obviously, it's not really going in there. And that was
I
the
love
thing that did
TikTok,
it.
man. They do this shit all the time.
And that was the sexual content. But again, like full frontal nudity is fine.
No, Instagram has the same problem. Like, just full nudity, that's fine. But anime, like boobs, not fully out.
That's a
Well,
problem.
That's a
Yeah,
problem.
That's a problem.
All these platforms have this issue of really uneven application of their rules.
Yes.
Like really
Yeah.
bizarrely, and again, they don't have to really answer to anybody because it's like, hey, you did. Ultimately, like and again, this goes back to the YouTube thing too. Like we could bitch and moan all day and complain and get mad, but it's like, yo, we all signed terms of service, like, and it's right in there. It's like we could do whatever we want. Fuck you.
Right. It's
So,
because
like,
we serve the AI overlords as content creators.
Yeah, I feel like I really do feel like I'm in the twilight of my career though. Like I feel like I took this as far as I can. I feel like with all the changes happening, YouTube, I did say earlier this wasn't going to be fun, but like everything going on just feels like I gotta find some other way to make money. I gotta find job number, I don't know, 28 or whatever number I threw out there earlier. I think I had a good run with this, but like, dude, I can't compete with YouTube hiding the past 2 years of my content. I can't keep going, like, because we were making YouTube content at a loss to begin with, and now it's like they're extra not going to show people my content, because don't forget, Twitch blows as a growth vector. You only have YouTube.
Yes,
Basically, it's
that's
YouTube.
true.
I guess Instagram. I never really fucked with Instagram, but like, I don't know, man. YouTube is a pretty important growth avenue. It's a pretty important discoverability avenue. And the changes they just made hamstring it so badly, it's probably not worth doing.
No.
Do you have a
anymore.
Patreon or anything?
Yeah, I got all that shit. Patreon, Ko-fi. I tell my viewers, I even have Discord subs enabled. So I'm like, if you want to support me directly, there's a bunch of ways to do it. Like, but here's the thing. And this is the sad reality, right? It's not even necessarily a sad reality. It's just the reality of it. People move on from your content. Like, you're not going to have the same people watching you forever.
Yes.
They're going to watch you for like maybe a year, and then they're like, okay, I've seen enough of that guy. you know, and I'll go maybe watch this other person, right? It's a revolving door of viewership. But if you don't have YouTube, then the revolving door only goes the one way. So like,
Yep.
oops, that means that there's a clear expiration date on how long any of this can be lucrative for your average content creator. So it's pretty scary shit. But I don't know. Adapt. I've adapted so many times in my life. I'll adapt again, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
So whatever.
I think platforms have the ability to adapt too, especially it's because it's such a competitive money making market. I mean, YouTube has the monopoly on it. I was going to say that TikTok supposedly is going to get banned in the United States at like the end of September.
They
People have
keep
been
saying
talking
that,
about
but
yeah, they keep saying that.
Sometimes, right?
They want to do like a US based version of TikTok, basically so that they can keep the people that like how they had like TikTok Shop. People were making like a business on TikTok and having that as a platform. And I know that the United States wants them to like keep that business and that money making happening in like the United States.
Mm.
I don't know if they'll actually end up making their own version of TikTok or whatever it is, but
Mm.
um yeah, I mean Vine came and went. So
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think yeah,
These things
future
they come and
platforms
go.
they come and go. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and whatever the next big thing is, but isn't it so intimidating to say, okay, I've got to start over on a new platform? Like, you know how long it, well, you actually do know how long it took me
I
to
do.
achieve all this. Years, I just told you. But like, dude, it was the same thing. Like everybody was like, "Oh, go get on Mastodon and Blue Sky," and I'm like, "Bro, I, you know how many you know how many usernames and passwords I got over here? I got to make another thing. I got to start that whole thing over again. Like, dude, just
I
I
personally
know.
don't like Blue Sky. I don't understand the algorithm for it, but that's just me. I think that's why I don't really use it much.
I think
yeah,
well,
it's
I saw an interesting conversation on Twitter. I'll admit I don't normally go on Blue Sky, but I saw an interesting conversation about Blue Sky on Twitter, um, as to why it's not really popular. And someone was like, "Oh, Blue Sky is really boring." And then it's like, okay, well, why is Blue Sky really boring? It doesn't have all the engagement rage bait that you see on Twitter on Blue Sky. So it's like it's
Mhm.
interesting that you need all of that like rage bait and stuff to keep people entertained on your social media service. It was an
man,
interesting
that's bleak.
conversation.
That's kind of bleak. No, like we want people angry. It's like people want to be angry and upset.
I
Damn.
think people are passionate about what they think. And then, I mean, that passion can lead into rage and anger because, I mean, sometimes it's like a moral dilemma and everything. So it becomes like a keyboard debate, if
Mm.
anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a
But
better way to
why?
say it is like you have more animated conversations versus what you do
Yes.
on Blue Sky. It's a bit more reasonable or more chill. Maybe that's the
Now,
better
why is
word.
that? Is it because like
Well,
the
because people
culture?
Yeah, well, because of people who, I mean, that was like kind of the reason why Blue Sky like started and had like the little mass exodus in the beginning. There, everyone was like, Twitter is too toxic. I'm gonna go to Blue Sky, and so they leave Twitter, to leave behind all of that toxicity, all of those really animated conversations, and then all those people are on Blue Sky, and so they avoid that.
The toxicity was the point because
Mhm.
they knew this. It animates people, it keeps them moving, it keeps them going, it keeps the algorithms churning. Because if somebody's pissed off by something, they are way more likely to go in there and like type something angrily than they are like if they see a cute duck. Like you see a cute baby duck and you're like, oh, that's cute. And then you just keep scrolling. You're not going to go in there and be like, fuck that duck and his whole family. You know, like you're gonna be like, so but if it's something else, you are going to do that. If it's something that makes you mad, you are going to do that. And algorithms like that because that's
Mhm.
engagement. That keeps the shit moving. And it shouldn't be like that. Like that sucks. Like that's not good for society. That's not good for the people using this shit. It's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, I
I
feel
don't
like the
really know from
internet's
there.
come to a point of like, I don't know. I mean, no one really likes the internet anymore. Like, it's not really a new thing anymore. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this at the internet lost users for the first time since like its creation, like 20, 30
that's
years
crazy.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, for the first time, the internet users have actually dropped for the first time, like ever. So people are just like now getting off the internet, and I feel like that there's going to be a lot more people in the future, like probably like 10 years, they'll be like, I'm checking out. Like, I don't want to look at the internet anymore. It's poison.
Yeah, that's not good for us, by the way.
No.
So,
I mean, for
and even though we're not
Well-
sitting here engaging in that rage bait bullshit, like we're just trying to, have fun and everything, we are going to end up feeling the impact of that shit. Right. Which
I was actually gonna say that, like, I feel like there's a drop off for a different reason too. I feel like it's probably really, really bleak. You can decide what you want to do in terms of keeping it or not, Fifi. But I think that because the internet has become such a toxic place that
Yep.
people decide to, basically 07, themselves and say bye.
Oh
Like,
my God.
yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I think, well, I don't know. I mean, there's probably statistics on that too.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
get
there's
what you're
like a
saying.
correlation there.
Yeah, I wonder like how big of a impact that would have though, because I feel like obviously it's happening and it's like important to be aware of it, but I still believe that it's a relatively very small group of people.
Like comparatively, like worldwide,
Yeah, well,
or is
enough
it
to
like a demographic? Is it like a certain demographic?
no, I don't think it's really a certain demographic. I just think like the amount of people that are not using the internet because they decide to 07 is not it's probably going to be like probably like maybe 2% of I'm just like assuming that
Like comparatively.
Comparatively to the rest of people who decide to tune out due to some other reason.
So
Okay.
basically, what they're saying, guys, viewers, is that these people aren't watching the internet anymore because they became international spies to get away from all the toxicity. Because that's what I'm assuming 07 means, like 007.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, like super spies.
I just felt like wanted to lighten the mood a little bit. Yeah.
We completely ruined that.
But yeah, I don't know. Internet sucks. Like I hate it. I try to limit my own use as well, but I'm not doing so great at it. First of all, I live on it. I use it to eat, basically. And then, I don't know, man. I guess I've got a little bit of an addictive personality. So I end up, I do my doom
Yeah.
scrolling. I do it. And it's rough. I wish I didn't. Gotta try to touch more grass, But
I know it's
Kinda
hard.
hard
Like sometimes throughout the day, I'm doom scrolling Twitter or watching like a bunch of YouTube videos that are like completely meaningless, and I'm like, I could be doing I can be doing literally anything else. And instead, I'm
right?
just
Yeah, no,
sitting
it happens.
here.
Sometimes I'll like snap at it because don't forget this shit is designed to be as addictive as possible. Like
Yes.
that's very intentional. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I had shit to do and an hour just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like that happens to me a lot.
Yep.
And that's not cool. Like what is that? I have a lot going on over here and there's a lot of areas. Let's just say there's a lot of areas for improvement in my life in general. I definitely don't need to be
Same.
wasting it by scrolling YouTube. Sometimes I'll just snap out of it and I'm like, why are you watching glass blowing videos? Are you gonna do you plan on blowing glass? Like what is
Yeah.
this? Are you gonna what are we doing here? And that's one of the nicer ones. Like that's one of the better ones. That's more like, like yeah, you're watching it because it's interesting. Some of these things are like so brain dead. It's like what's happening to us? Like I feel like our brain chemistry is being altered by these fucking things. Phone bad. Black Mirror was right.
No, but it's true. There are studies that show that your brain like contracts almost like in the it almost like shrinks just like with scans of your brain compared to like a mind that isn't addicted, but like there are
Yeah.
different patterns that are like, if you're addicted to alcohol, if you're addicted to
Yeah.
porn, if you're
Yeah.
addicted to drugs or the internet, like they show that your brain is wired differently. It will become wired differently over time, and you can make yourself dumber that way if you're like, you know, because I think it's literally like a constriction of blood flow in your brain.
Damn.
It's
Mhm.
literally brain rot then.
Yeah.
Yes, no,
I
it
agree.
is literal.
My
Wow.
brain is like small and rotted enough, bro. I don't think I need any more of that. There's like some apps that will like limit your usage of certain
You can set it
of
up
like
that
phone
way.
time. Or your phone just
Mhm.
like shuts down. It's like you're cut off. Go
You're-
home.
The bartender
curfew.
is like, you're cut
Yeah.
off.
You're cut off. It's 4
Mhm.
p.m. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get out. And then
Gotta
you
get
just
an Uber or something, honey.
now here's
Yep.
here's the really fucked up part, right? Then what? Then what? Wait, what do
Then what?
now you're like, oh wow, I'm alone with my thoughts now. I can't open up the TikTok. What do I just stare at a wall? What do I do?
Yeah,
Mm.
and
I
that's a
guess,
big thing is that people will use social media as it's an escapism platform,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's just what it is. It's like, oh, I'm all alone. I'm by myself. Well, this sucks. I'm getting back on social media so that I don't feel alone anymore. And I think that's really what it is that people don't want to feel alone. They want to feel connection, even if they're introverted,
Right,
even if it's just observing and not saying anything.
right.
So,
Well,
well,
shit.
that was deep.
Yeah,
That was,
that was
yep.
deep as hell. I said touch the grass. I didn't say dig like 5 miles underneath it. Damn.
Yeah.
Gotta dig through all the ice in Antarctica.
Oh, callback.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big brain.
Callback.
You see, I actually do have big brain.
You do.
Yeah.
You do, Fifi.
Yeah. And yeah, if we just like kick the social media, it'll get even bigger. Who knows what we'll be capable of? But
Oh man,
yeah.
I need to stop like getting on social media and actually start like doing the things I want to do. Like I want to like, I don't know, I want to like learn another language. I want to, I don't know, do all this shit.
I
There's
feel like
some
I'd have to be a
be-
lot smarter to learn another language. Sorry, I interrupted you, Mike.
No, that's cool. I don't think I was saying anything worthwhile. I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
I was saying I was like, I gotta get off like social media and I gotta like learn another language, do other stuff I want to do.
Oh, I think reading a book maybe could go hard.
You can read a
Haven't done it
book,
in
you
about
can
15
learn an
years.
instrument, you can take a walk, listen to music.
Walking is helpful.
Yeah, walking's helpful. Outside,
Yeah. So
get some
you want to learn
sunlight.
another language, Fifi?
Yeah, I don't know really any other languages. I mean, like, from being in France for a time, I had some French, but it's hard. I only retained like a small portion of it.
Yeah.
I was doing Duolingo, that was going well, but then they flooded it with AI, and then I, stopped immediately. And then I tried Pimsleur before, but Pimsleur is like,
Pimsleur?
yeah, Pimsleur.
What's that?
It's
No.
another. It's another language learning program. It's mainly based on like speaking though. And
Right.
when I was learning language in high school, I would do really good on reading, not so good on oral. So don't laugh.
You're great at oral.
Fifi. No, I get
I
what
knew
you're saying.
it.
No. Makes you actually talk. Makes you actually use the language. instead of
Yeah,
just
so
reading.
it doesn't introduce reading until like maybe 5-ish lessons in.
Mhm.
And my brain just like turns off. I'm like, I want to like read it first and then like speak it because I always like imagine like the words in my head while I'm speaking.
Yeah.
And so the Pimsleur method is not really great for me, but if you do really good on like speaking languages, like more so than reading, then Pimsleur might be really good for you. But I've been told like try Rosetta Stone. I'm probably gonna try Rosetta Stone.
You're saying like you kind of need to visualize the word in your head before you can try to like say it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm visual that way too.
It could be cool if the thing did both, right? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
that seems like the obvious route to me.
yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try like Rosetta Stone and like see if that works for me because I'm definitely better at reading than speaking. Pronunciation of French is also very hard. They swallow a lot of their words.
Yeah, I also. Well,
I'm really
speaking
bad
of
at oral
seeing
and
it,
swallowing.
seeing it
I don't
written
believe
down,
that.
like French is the worst one because they have all these fucking letters that you don't pronounce.
Yeah.
Like, why are you putting an X on the end of that, France? If you don't want me to pronounce it, don't put it there. And I know English is guilty of this too, but dude, like, there's French words where you don't pronounce like the second half of the entire word. It's like there's like 5 letters there that you're just supposed to ignore.
Yeah. No,
Don't put them
yeah.
there. I don't know. See, but here's the thing. Like, honestly, I think French. It's a cool language, but I don't think it's one of the more useful ones. Like, that's the thing. Do you want to learn a cool one or a useful one?
Well, I beg to differ. I think that French would be very useful. If you learn French, you could speak to like 25% of the world population because it's not just France. It's not just France and Belgium that speak it, but many countries in Africa.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Quebec, I guess too. I guess if you want, but like, all right. When I think useful language,
it's probably going to be
I'm thinking,
Spanish for the average American.
yeah,
Spanish is probably going to be the most useful language. So
in America, yeah.
yeah. So like, it's probably Spanish is up there, but then you got like Mandarin. Like, I think if you want to become
Chinese
global, like a global citizen, like Mr. Worldwide, and probably, I don't know, be a money maker, like, business suit with a tie. Probably the future is Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one where it might be worth the effort because learning a language is hard. I feel like you want to learn one where you're gonna be able to like get shit done with it. And it would be Mandarin, it would be Spanish. I feel like French still falls lower for me on there when I think about this. Maybe Japanese. And I mean, like, we're all weebs here, right? So like, that's cool. Right?
I gotta turn off the subtitles in anime.
Then you can finally sober dub neither Giga Chat emote. Right? But yeah, maybe like Korean, maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. I don't know. Definitely not. I think. Well, I guess Spanish is a European language, but I feel like the only one that's worth it from Europe is probably Spanish. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, because if my parents both know Spanish, and when they travel to Europe, they just speak to everyone in Spanish, and then like they get better deals actually.
Yeah.
I
love Spanish, by the way. That was the one I took in high school, and actually I took Italian in college. But again, Italian's like, why? Like, you want to learn learn Latin. Like, Latin's a cool one. Again, utterly useless. But
yeah, I mean, theoretically, you can learn Latin. Will it be useful?
Yeah.
Not really ever.
Not at all. No, that one's just a flex. But yeah, I Spanish I've enjoyed. And I did a study abroad thing when I was in college. I went to Spain, and I actually got to use it a little bit. That was fun. I can't speak any of it now because, the brain rot.
Yes.
What do you call it? Like Subway Surfers, kinetic sand, and all that shit has actually like forced out. Like, we needed room for that, so all the Spanish knowledge got forced out. So I actually can't speak any of that at this point. But I did enjoy it, and also when I worked in restaurants, lots of Mexican staff I could actually communicate with to an extent. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't having no in-depth philosophical conversations with these guys, but I could be like, yeah, I need the burger well done, you know. Usually
Yeah.
the kitchen staff and the bus boys would be from Mexico. Sometimes the wait staff, but usually like the wait staff would be. I worked in a bunch of restaurants actually, and that was always how it would go around here. You know, we would wait staff would be local, and then kitchen staff would be from Mexico. And you know, a lot of the times there'd be a language barrier, but not for me, because I don't know, I just enjoyed learning Spanish in high school. Like it was like probably my favorite subject. Like, you know, math was a fucking wash. I told you that earlier today.
But at least
Um,
Spanish.
What's up?
At least Spanish, though.
Yeah, no, I was like, it's funny. Right now, don't forget that was, oh my God, that's like 15. We're talking 15 years ago. Right now, it's like I couldn't even ask you. Well, I don't know. I guess I could ask you where the library is. I won't
that's
do it. Though.
good.
I'm not.
Do you speak Italian?
Well, here's the thing about that. Yeah, because I told you my father's from Sicily.
Yeah.
They don't speak Italian there.
What?
They speak some kind of like, again, like hills
Sicilian?
have eyes, like gibberish. Like, it's like, again, I swear to God, the town. When you go to a place like that, you're in one town, and then you go like 5 towns over, and they might have a hard time like understanding each other, because that's
Oh,
how
interesting.
different like the local dialects are. So when my father came here, first of all, my father came here and he married an American woman. So she didn't speak Italian either. So the only person who could have taught me would have been him. But I mean, he didn't teach me shit, didn't even try. He's not getting no Parent of the Year award. Like, let's just put it that way. Like, I don't want to, because I know we're sitting on a couch here, but I don't feel comfortable getting into my daddy issues right now. I do it with my chat all the
Relatable.
time, but we don't have to do
Relatable.
it here. So no, he didn't teach me Italian. My mother couldn't. And then even like trying to pick some of it up by osmosis was like useless, because the guy's not speaking Italian. He's speaking some kind of weird sub dialect that only like 10 people speak. You know, so it's like that would have, even to learn that wouldn't have been valuable. So I don't know. No, short answer is, yeah, I don't speak Italian.
Well, we're
No
gonna have
worries.
another follow-up episode, and we'll just talk in English, and you're gonna say everything in Italian,
There you go. There you go.
and we'll
Well,
just
we actually
pretend
have to
like
wrap up.
Yeah.
Gabrielio Spezzalione. I could make really good like vague Italian sounds if you want.
vague
Oh.
Italian sounds.
Oh, do it.
Yeah,
do
like,
it.
I can
Wait.
pretend
Do it.
to speak Italian.
Yeah, just do it. I love
I
that.
just
wow, that's
asked
very.
you
Go ahead.
where the library is.
I don't
What are
know.
you gonna
what
say?
you
What's a
asked?
library?
Say it's racist. What's a library? Yeah.
What's a library? Anime girl. I don't know what's a book.
Come si dice le bocchi? Come si dice, che si dice il bocco?
Would it be like
Bocco.
Libro or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
it is. No, that's it. Yeah.
Like
Libre.
Libre or
Libro.
whatever. So funny.
Well, oh no, we'll just like keep
didn't
trying to speak, and then you keep cutting over, and
That's the plan.
Italian, and we're just like, oh, okay, and then they do Italian.
All right, let me
Have
give
you
you guys
ever
the tips.
considered becoming a plumber for your next job? And getting like a brother. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you guys the deets. Here's what you want to do. Every time you say anything, just make it sound like you're singing it. Like put it
What?
like make it musical.
Mm,
Yeah.
that
Like
makes sense.
say the following thing: Scabalione. I made it up. It doesn't mean anything. I just made it up. Say Scabalione. Just say it.
Go for it, Fifi.
Oh man,
Fefe.
okay.
Fefe, go Scablione.
Scablione.
All right, repeat after me. Scablione.
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 What is this? We're just saying fake Italian. You're
Bro,
teaching me fake Italian.
You basically speak Italian now. You're welcome. I
There
just
you
thought you had to
go.
speak Italian. Uninstall Duolingo. Cancel the subscription. I got you covered. Right.
Oh,
Mr.
Fifi,
Mike.
you forgot to take your like fingers and like make a
Oh, you gotta-
pinching motion.
Yeah, you got to do
And then
that.
and you have to do a gesture. Scablione, you know? Like and then you start like as you keep
What did he
making
say?
the air motions with your
did the family-
hand.
What did the Family Feud host say? He said, you were going to make me a pasta fazool. I'm going to make you mad a pasta fazool.
Yeah.
Is it?
Right here on Family Fortunes. Anyway, this has been the Oyakodon Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Mike. Where can we
Guys, thank
find you?
So much for bringing me on. This was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. And I love what you
Thank
guys
you.
got going on here. I feel so at home on this couch for some reason. Like I feel like I just belong here, on this couch. Feels great
With
to
these
be
men.
here.
With these men in back.
Um,
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, with all of you. But you know what? Weird.
They've been looking at you.
I'm just Jabroni Mike on everything. Twitch. Thanks for giving me the plug, Fefe. We got Twitch and YouTube. Good luck finding it on YouTube. I guess with the restricted mode thing they're doing, but it's there. TikTok. We got all the social medias, everything. Jabroni Mike. Sometimes it's Jabroni_Mike because there's a guy out there who has it without the underscore. He's my mortal enemy.
Oh.
You've all seen things like that. But can I, real quick say that I'm also doing a podcast. Who's not though, right? Like who's not doing a podcast?
What's the name
At
of
this
your
point.
podcast?
I'm gonna call mine Full Disclosure.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a
'Cause it's
cute
like
name.
the mask, he's like a fool jester kind of thing, not really, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. Someone in chat came up with it. It's not even my idea. But you know what it was? I was like, guys, I'm trying to put a podcast together. Can you help me come up with a name for it?
That's a clever
Mario.
name.
I'll send that guy like $5 or something.
There you go.
And I'm gonna try to get it started on the 4th of
Cool.
next month.
Let's go,
So-
guys. So check out Full Disclosure as well. If you want
And I'm hoping
more
you guys will come on it at some
Yeah.
point. We'll do a little podcast
crossover,
exchange. Do a little crossover. Yeah.
let's
come on.
go.
And now when I have you guys come on, I will expect that you both are speaking fluent Italian.
Of
Oh.
course. Of course.
Heebity.
Well, that's a great head
Beautiful.
start. Heebity, 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 heebity. Is what she said. Oh my god, you just said like every curse word and slur and you said all the bad words. Oh my god. Editors, you're gonna want to censor
Dang.
that.
Yeah, sorry.
But thank you so much for having me on, guys.
Thank you so much,
Of course.
Mike.
Thank you for being here. It was good to meet you, Mike.
You too. Cha-cha. I kept looking at the wrong monitors. I think this is I think your editor is gonna love this. I think your editor is gonna be
Oh, it's
like,
gonna be great.
dude, make everyone do that. Right.
Yes, and when you do turn the right direction, he just flips you, so you're turning the right direction.
That could look a little weird, but you know what it is? I had to get used to it. I feel like if you had me back on, I'd be like perfect at this. I had to kind of learn how to do it. The next time you guys, if you decide like, Jabroni Mike he wasn't like, the worst guest ever. Let's ask him to come back on.
We have no bad guests. What do
Maybe
you
he
mean?
wasn't like
Bunk.
That's right.
Maybe he wasn't
That's
like
funny.
bottom of the barrel ass. Let's have him back on. So if and when that happens, I will have this down to a damn science. It's gonna be awesome.
Excellent.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.